What's going on, everybody? Thank y'all so much for joining us here for another edition of Sulphur Springs Wildcats basketball. We've got a good one for you tonight as the Wildcats have a rematch against the Longview Lobos. The two had a very close game the first time out. Sulphur Springs pulled out a close win, 62-57 at Longview. They'll be looking to do the same thing here tonight. For our regular listeners, y'all might be noticing something's different about the broadcast. You might be asking, where's Grayson? We're also asking, where's Grayson? If you've seen or heard from him, I'm just kidding. Grayson will be back with us on Friday night to call the game between Sulphur Springs and Mount Pleasant. But until then, for tonight, it is just me. Y'all, hang out with us tonight. It should be a good one. Also, I want to point out, we have a feature for those of you that watch the game live. We have a feature. We have the chat. And Grayson and I very rarely use it just because there's a lot going on. We very rarely have the time to check it. But tonight, I'm going to try to do my best during, timeouts, during not commercial breaks, but in between quarters, during the half. I might, if y'all have any questions or any comments, we can try to get to those especially during halftime. Would be a good time to get to that. But like I said, we do have a huge match for y'all tonight between Sulphur Springs and Longview. Have just a minute here, about a minute and a half before things get started. Very quickly, we'll do an update on the district standings. Things are getting very close here in this district between Hallsville, Mount Pleasant, and Sulphur Springs. We have Hallsville currently at the top with a record of 8-2. They are off tonight, so that'll give Mount Pleasant and Sulphur Springs, they are currently both half a game back. That'll give them the opportunity to tie things up. Like I said, Mount Pleasant and Sulphur Springs, they're both 7-2. Mount Pleasant is taking on Pine Tree tonight. It is at Pine Tree. The first time they played Pine Tree, they won 67-38. All three teams do have tough remaining schedules, though. For Sulphur Springs, obviously Longview tonight, and then Mount Pleasant Friday. That'll be a very, very good game. We expect to have a packed crowd for that one. We have a packed crowd for this one tonight, though. The crowds have been packed for a lot of these district games, and that is the case here again tonight. Like we said, Grayson will be back for that one, so all y'all have to do is bear with me this one time. We're doing it solo this one time, and then Grayson will be back for Friday night's game. We're just a few seconds away from the national anthem and the starting lineups. For those of you that have been watching the games, you know. For those of you that are new here, we are going to take a quick break during the national anthem and the starting lineups, and then y'all are stuck with me for the rest of the night. So we're about to get that right now, and then we'll be right here for the remainder of the game.
I just need the book. Starting lineup for the Longview Lobos. Number 0, Chris Head. Starting lineups for the Longview Lobos. Number 0, Chris Head. Number 3, Campbell Williams. Number 4, Jalen Hale. Number 5, Drew Ward. And number 15, Isaiah Johnson. And now, starting lineup for your Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Number 0, Branson Lynn. Number 1, Justin Hare. Number 2, Mason Arrington. Number 20, Parker Wiesenhunt. And number 23, Corbett Turner.
Yeah. What are we doing? Ladies and gentlemen, we are back and we are about to get underway here in Sulphur Springs. We had our good friend Drew Ivory doing the starting lineups tonight. As we've mentioned, we should have a good one for you tonight. Sulphur Springs wearing their home white jerseys with the blue stripe down the side, Sulphur Springs written on the front. Longview wearing their green away jerseys with yellow on the shorts. We are about ready for the opening tip. Justin Hare, as always, will be the man to do that for Sulphur Springs, and he does win the tip. Branson Lynn coming up with it. Starting 5 for the Wildcats, if you couldn't hear it, will be Branson Lynn, Parker Wiesenhunt, Kason Arrington, Justin Hare, and Cordrick Turner. They feed down low to Turner on the baseline. Cross-court pass over to Lynn for 3. No good off the back of the rim, but it's a fight for the ball. Justin Hare is on the ground for it, and it looks like it's going to be a jump ball, meaning it'll be Longview's ball. Longview moving to our right, Sulphur Springs to our left. Again, no Grayson McClure here with us tonight. For those of you that are just tuning in, y'all are stuck with just me tonight. I will be doing play-by-play color and hoping to keep up with the stats. Huge block from Parker Wiesenhunt. Justin Hare's the one that comes up with the rebound. He's running the floor. He picks it up, gives over to Lynn. Lynn will be the one to set things up. He goes over to Wiesenhunt. Wiesenhunt back to Lynn at the top of the key. Now Wiesenhunt with it again. Over to Hare on the baseline. Hare being patient. Backdoor pass over to Wiesenhunt. Wiesenhunt tries to get back out to Hare, but turns it over. Longview's ball. And they're running. Moving quickly. In the corner for 3. No good off the back of the rim. Branson Lynn goes up for the rebound, not quite able to get it, and it does go out of bounds, so it'll be Longview's ball. A little bit of 1 minute of action played here. Still nobody had scored. Longview inbounding underneath their own goal. And they almost turn it over on the inbound, but they are able to save it. Wildcats coming out in what looks like a matchup zone. Longview taking their time, looking for the play that they want. A little bit of a screen action. We're seeing some great defense from Cordrick Turner here early. One thing Turner is very good at, playing defense both on the perimeter and down low. There's a deep 3 from Longview, and they get it to go. Lobos will score first, taking a 3-0 lead. About a minute and a half of action played. Looked like they were going to come out in a full court press, but they did drop back. Now the Wildcats looking to answer back. Turner tries to feed down low to Hare. It gets past him, but Wisenhunt comes up with it. He gets a floater off, no good. Hare with the offensive rebound, puts it back, and it is good. Justin Hare will be the first one to score. Y'all, I have to give Grayson credit for something. I always mention how good he is at keeping stats and giving commentary. We had our first basket of the night, and I almost forgot to write it down. This stat thing is not going to go well tonight. Wildcats force a turnover. They're moving quickly. Branson Lynn is the one with the ball. He goes over to Wisenhunt in the corner. Wisenhunt down to Hare on the baseline. Back out to Lynn. Deep three. No good. Barely missed that one. Lynn shot 2 of 5 from 3 in the Hallsville game. He's 0 for 2 here tonight. There's another deep three from Longview just off the front of the rim. Kason Harrington will be the one that comes up with the rebound. Lynn, the one running the offense for the Wildcats here tonight. He gives over to Wisenhunt. Wisenhunt, crossover to Arrington. Arrington back to Lynn, back to Wisenhunt. Wisenhunt gets off a 3, no good. It's going to be out of bounds. It'll be the Longview Lobos ball. 5:05 left here in the first quarter, and we are already going to see our first timeout. So 3 minutes of action gone. Very low scoring affair so far, just 3-2. Justin Hare has the only basket of the night for Sulphur Springs so far. He scored on an offensive rebound. We have seen some three-pointers so far. We've seen Branson Lynn shoot a pair. We've seen Parker Wisenhunt shoot 1. As I mentioned, Branson was 2 of 5 from 3 in the Hallsville game, as was Caleb Alexander. They each shot 40% from 3. Caleb on the year shooting about 40%, or over 40% rather. I believe he's in the 45-46% range from 3 on the season. He has been doing a great job. He's coming off the bench tonight. We'll see if they go to make that first sub or if they're keeping things as they are. Like we said, 5:05 left in the first quarter. Longview leading 3-2. Getting off to a bit of a slow start, both offenses. We've seen a couple turnovers from both teams. We've seen some missed shots. Sulphur Springs hoping to come out of this timeout maybe a little bit regrouped. It will be Longview's ball coming out of the timeout. I was trying to find the live chat feature. Sorry, I'm not just on my phone, y'all. I'm trying to find the live chat feature. Thought maybe y'all are going to help me out here tonight. Branson Lynn playing some tight defense. Almost able to force a turnover, but not quite. Now Longview's driving up against Justin Hare, no good. Cordrick Turner coming down with the rebound. And now Lynn's running. Wildcats looking to find just their second basket of the night so far. Kason Arrington with it. Over to Lynn. Now Wildcats swinging it fast. Over to Wisenhunt. Back to Lynn at the top of the key. Wisenhunt with it again. He feeds Hare on the baseline. Hare going to try to go up with it himself. Instead, he kicks it out to Lynn. And they're going to reset. Trying to find some high-low action. Now they give it to Turner. Turner being double-teamed down in the corner. But he goes up strong. No good. Justin Hare tries to come up with the offensive rebound. Not quite able to do so. Longview with it. And now they're running. And now they'll slow things down. Sulphur Springs did take their time on that last possession. There's a 3 from Longview. No good. Branson Lynn with the rebound. He's running. He gives over to Arrington. Arrington on the left side. Picks it up. Goes up. And it's good. Layup from Kason Arrington. That's going to make it 4-3. So far, the 4 points tonight, 2 have come from Kason Arrington, 2 have come from Justin Hare, which was off of the offensive rebound. Wildcats lead 4-3, and Caleb Alexander walking over to the scorers table for the first time here tonight. Longview trying to make something happen against Justin Hare. No good. He has been playing some great defense down there, protecting the drive. Wildcats with it. Turner has it at the top of the key, tries to make his way down low, but ends up turning the ball over. 3:15 left in the first. Longview again driving, going up against Turner. This time, they get the basket to go, and they call a foul. And they call that on Parker Wisenhunt, I believe. Is that on Parker? Parker or Parker? Yes, that was on Parker Wisenhunt. And that's who Caleb Alexander will be checking in for. 5-4 Longview lead with a chance to make it 6-4. Free throw is up, no good. Turner coming up with the rebound, so it'll stay 5-4. 3:09 left here in the first quarter. Caleb Alexander touching the ball for the first time. Now Lynn has it at the top of the key, back over to Arrington. And it is a lot of quick passes for Sulphur Springs. They're trying to get some high-low action. Alexander has it. Back out to Lynn. A deep three from Caleb Alexander, and it's good. It's good. Deep three from Caleb Alexander. It's going to give the Wildcats a 7-5 lead. Like we mentioned, he has been shooting very well from three this season, and it looks like he's filling it again here tonight. Had a great talk with him after the Hallsville game. We'll get to that during the quarter break. Longview able to get a layup up, and it's good, tying things at 7-7. 2:22 left here in the first frame. Arrington feeds down low to Turner. Turner out to Alexander. He tries to feed to Hare, but not quite able to do so. Longview with yet another steal. Caleb Alexander hustled back on the other end, tried to force a steal. He did knock it out of bounds. It's going to be Longview's ball underneath the own goal. 7-7 with 2:07 left in the quarter. They do get the inbound in. They're going to take their time setting things up here. Into the corner, pump fake and a shot, and it's good. Great play from Longview there. They're going to take a 9-7 lead. Something you don't see a ton of high school kids do, the pump fake and then get a jump shot off, but that one was good. Wildcats again, taking their time, trying to set the high-low up. They get it down to Turner on the baseline. Turner feeds into Hare down low. Hare able to draw a foul on the floor. That's just the first foul rather, on Longview today. Both teams have one foul as we're almost through the first quarter, just 1:38 left. Arrington will inbound underneath the goal. He gets it out to Alexander. Alexander pump fakes, drives down low to Hare. Hare throws down a huge slam. Great pass by Alexander and a great dunk from Hare. That's going to tie things up at 9. Hare leading the way with 4 points so far. Caleb Alexander with 3. Case and Arrington with 2. All tied up at 9 with 1:20 left in the first frame. Seeing some tight defense from Justin Hare. Longview taking their time. Trying to ISO against Justin Hare, which is a very tough task. Now they're going to bring it out. A little screen action. Turner helps. Turner, some great defense down low as well. Now he switched on to the point guard. The point guard's going to try to take him. And Turner with some great defense staying with him, and they force a travel violation. Sulphur Springs ball, all tied up 9-9 with 49.1 left in the quarter. At the rate the Wildcats have been playing offense so far, I would think maybe just one possession left in this quarter, but if you were to go quickly, maybe you get 2. Lynn will be the one to bring the ball up the floor. Lynn over to Alexander. Back out to Lynn. Now they're swinging. Over to Turner on the baseline. Turner out to Lynn. Lynn over to Alexander in the corner for 3. No good. And it's going to be Longview's ball. There was a foul on the rebound attempt on Cordrick Turner. That'll be his first. Again, we did not see a lot of fouls here in this first quarter. Just 2 on Sulphur Springs and 1 on Longview. Longview ball with 30 seconds left in the quarter. They get it past half court. Again, some tight defense from the Wildcats. There's a 3 from Longview, no good. And Turner comes up with the rebound. He gives it to Lynn. There's 17 seconds left. They're running. 15 on the clock. Lynn over to Alexander in the corner. Clock down to 11. Hare. Ooh! Hare tries to drive baseline. He goes up for a huge dunk. He gets fouled in the process. The dunk wasn't good, but he'll get a chance to shoot 2 free throws. 8.8 seconds left in this first quarter. Tied 9-9. Like we said, Hare leading the way with 4 points so far. Have a chance to make it 5 and 6 here. Hare had a huge dunk a second ago. Tried to make it another one there. First free throw's up and no good. Off the back of the rim. No subs being made for the Wildcats. They'll stay with the 5 they have out there, which is Turner, Arrington, Hare, Alexander, and Lynn. First free throw was no good. Hare try to get this one to go, giving the Wildcats a 1-point lead. It's up and good. So Wildcats lead 10-9. There's 8.8 seconds left. Longview coming up with it. Clock down to 5. Down to 4. trying to drive the lane out into the corner. They get a three off the rim, no good, and that will do it for the first quarter. So Wildcats lead in a low-scoring affair so far, leading 10-9 very quickly. We'll run through our stats as Malachi Miles makes his way over to the scores table, so it looks like he'll start the second quarter. Justin Hare leading the way so far with 5 of the 10 points. Caleb Alexander, he got a 3 to go, and then Kason Arrington has 2 points. As the Wildcats lead in a low-scoring affair, I will say they were taking their time setting up that offense in the first quarter. There's a lot of swinging around the key, a lot of trying to get their shot open. They're going with the high-low approach here tonight, trying to make that happen. If you can't tell, we have a very, very, very excited crowd here with us tonight. Like we said, we've seen a lot of packed crowds throughout the course of the season, and now we have an active one on top of a packed house. We mentioned these last few games will be huge in terms of determining the district seeding. During the halftime show, that's something that we'll talk about more in depth. Wildcats come out here to start the second quarter. It looks like the 5 out there, Malachi Miles will be coming in for Branson Lynn. So it'll be Caleb Alexander, Parker Wisenhunt, Malachi Miles, Justin Hare, and Cordrick Turner. It'll be the Wildcats' ball to start the quarter. Parker Wisenhunt inbounding on the sideline across from us. He gets it in to Caleb Alexander. We're going to stop real quick for a clock issue. And now we'll get the score started. Again, Winston Hunt inbounding into Alexander on the sideline across from us. Now with Lynn on the bench, it looks like Alexander will be the one kind of running the offense. Hare has it on the baseline. Cross-court pass over to Alexander. Alexander to Lynn, or to Wisenhunt rather, my apologies. Now Hare has it at the top of the key. Miles with it. Miles coming off a screen, some tight defense from Longview. He gets it over to Wisenhunt. Wisenhunt, cross-court pass over to Alexander. We're seeing some tight defense from Longview. Alexander wanted to go up for 3, but he didn't. Instead, he gives it to Miles. Now Wisenhunt with it. He feeds down low to Hare. Hare trying to drive baseline. Spins, goes up with it. Look like they're going to call a foul on the floor. That'll be just the 3rd team foul for Longview here in this first half. 3 from Longview and 2 from Sulphur Springs. So we haven't seen a lot of scoring, but we also haven't seen a lot of fouling. Wisenhunt inbounds underneath the goal. He gets it right into Alexander. Alexander gets a 3 off, no good. But Justin Hare with the offensive rebound goes back up, no good. Cordrick Turner gets the offensive rebound, and he does get it to go. That'll be the first points of the night for Cordrick Turner, making it 12-10 Wildcats lead. Seen a tight zone defense from Longview. That's why the Wildcats are struggling so much to get their offense going. Wildcats held the ball for over 1 minute to start the second quarter. Now Longview going quickly. They drive, no good. Trying to come up with the rebound. It gets knocked out of bounds, and it will be Sulphur Springs ball. 6:48 left here in the first half, and Longview might be coming out in a full court press here now. It looks like it is a 2-2-1. That's exactly what they're going to do. Malachi Miles trying to get it across. He gives to Alexander. Got to go quickly. Alexander tried to force a pass over to Hare. Longview were able to knock it out of bounds. It'll be Sulphur Springs ball. Again, inbounding on the sideline across from us will be Wisenhunt. 6:36 left here in the first half. Wildcats lead 12-9. Alexander gets it, gives right back to Wisenhunt, who will give back to Alexander. Again, the name of the game here is just swinging it so you can find that open look down low. Now, Alexander for 3. And it's good! The second 3 of the night for Caleb Alexander. Wildcats lead 15-9. He's now leading the team with 6 points on a pair of 3s. Like we said, a great 3-point shooter here this year. And it's going to be thought that was going to be an unforced turnover on Longview, but they said the ball went out of bounds on Sulphur Springs. So Longview will be inbounding underneath the goal. 6:08 left in the first half. Justin Hare guarding the inbounder. Now they get it in, and it's going to be a travel violation. So it will be Sulphur Springs ball after all. We have a big substitution coming from Longview. It looks like they might go 3 or 4 on this one. Wildcats sticking with the same 5 they had to start the second quarter rather. They get it into Miles, who gives to Alexander. Wildcats going quickly. They get it to Justin Hare. Justin Hare driving. Goes up, no good on the layup. A lot of contact there. That's going to be Longview ball. For as much contact as there was, I like the refs have been consistent here tonight, letting them play. Deep three from Longview, and they get that one to go. It's going to make it 15-12. And we said Longview running a full court press right now. Something that Sulphur Springs struggled with on Saturday, and there is another turnover. Branson Lynn coming over to the scorer's table. Looks like he'll be checking back in here in just 1 second. As we mentioned, something that they struggled with on Saturday. Hopefully they'll find a way to break it here, and that's going to be a carry violation on Longview. It's going to be Sulphur Springs ball. 5:25 left in the half. Branson Lynn checking in for Parker Wisenhunt. It'll be his first rest of the game. So the 5 out there for Sulphur Springs will be Miles, Lynn, Alexander, and the 2 bigs, Hare and Turner. Miles gets it into Hare, who gives it right back to Miles. 5:20 left here in the first half. Wildcats lead 15-12. They get it across half court. Caleb Alexander with it. Over to Lynn, over to Miles. They feed Hare at the free throw line, who gets it down low to Turner. Turner very patient with it. He gets it up and he gets it to go. 17-12, and that is now 4 points for Cordrick Turner. 5-point Wildcat lead. Things have been close this entire game. Oh, wide open three-pointer for Longview. No good. That one didn't even hit the rim. Had it been in the NBA, that could have been a shot clock violation. Now Miles struggling with the shoe, but they do get it across half court. Back over to Lynn. Wildcats seeming to find a little bit of a flow here. When they get the high-low action to work, there's a deep three from Lynn. Off the front of the rim, no good. Hare fights for the offensive rebound, but not able to get it. Longview moving quickly right to the goal, and it is good. It's going to make it 17-14, and we have a timeout, Longview. So after the miss and the layup, that's going to make it 17-14. Longview taking a timeout, so there will be 4:12 left here in the first quarter, or in the first half, rather. We can run through some point totals real quick. Caleb Alexander leading the way with 6 points on a pair of three-pointers. Justin Hare has 5. He had, I believe, 2 offensive rebounds, or 2 putbacks, rather, and then he also made 1 free throw. Cordrick Turner has 4 points, and I believe all 4 of his have been off of, 2 of his have been off of offensive rebounds, but he's been great down low. And then Kaysen Arrington has 2 points. Mentioning how good Cordrick Turner has been in the post this season, I mentioned earlier, kind of teased it a little bit. Something I got to talk to him after Saturday's win in Hallsville. We talked exactly what his process is when he has the ball down low. Something Grayson and I have preached about is exactly what he said. It's just patience. When he gets the ball, he doesn't immediately put it on the floor. He reads the defense. And he did tell me, I wait to see if they're going to double team me. If they don't, I'm incredibly hard to stop in the post. And he's right. He's right. It's kind of, well, never mind. I'm not going to use that analogy. Y'all don't want to hear my analogies probably, but he is 1,000% correct. He is incredibly tough to stop down low. All right, back to action. Wildcats ball. They lead 17-14 with 4:08 left in the first half. Longview sticking in this full court press. Caleb Alexander has it. Over to Lynn at the top of the key. Now down low to Hare. Hare tries to feed Turner, not able to do so. It gets knocked out to Turner. Alexander rather. Went up for a three-pointer. It was no good. Turner did come up with the offensive rebound, and they're going to call a jump ball as he and a Longview rebounder were able to come up with it. The jump ball will go in Longview's favor. So it'll be Longview's ball, 3:54 here in the first half. Wildcats lead 17-14 as neither team have been able to find any rhythm offensively. Now, on the flip side of that, both teams have played very well defensively, though. Speaking of, Malachi Miles is playing some very good defense over there. I was unable to see the call. An offensive foul looks like what they're going to call. It's going to be the Wildcats ball now.
You can't do that.
Keeping the same 5 out there, while Longview actually will make a substitution. Branson Lynn going to be the one to inbound on the sideline across from us. 3:38 left in the first half. He gets it into Alexander. The Wildcats again looking at this full court press from Longview. try to get it across, not quite able to do so. Now Miles has it, and they do get across. He gives it over to Alexander. He's trapped a little bit, but stayed calm. Kept possession of the ball. Speaking of, Alexander makes a pass over to Lynn. Lynn, as he was catching it, was kind of looking at what his next move was going to be, and it just bounced off his hands, went out of bounds. So it's going to be the Longview ball now. We've seen both a mixture of really good defense, but also some unforced turnovers from both teams so far. 3:10 remaining in the first half. Things are moving quickly. There's a three from the top of the key from Longview. No good. Justin Hare comes up with the rebound and draws a foul in the process. So that's going to be the 6th, I believe, for Longview. One more, and the Wildcats will get an opportunity to shoot some free throws. 3:05 left here in the first half. Longview staying in this full court defense, or full court press rather. They get it across, and now Lynn with it. Turner, the one at the top of the high-low, trying to feed it into him. Not quite able to do so. Malachi Miles has it. He kind of drives. He gives it over to Hare on the baseline. Hare spins, and they call a travel. I really thought that would have been maybe more of a foul, but they do end up calling a travel. And again, unforced turnovers. Parker Wisenhunt checking in, and he's going to come in for Malachi Miles. So the 5 out there for the Wildcats now will be Wisenhunt, Alexander, Lynn, and of course both Hare and Turner still out there. I believe they're the only 2 remaining that haven't gotten to come out yet. Longview gets it across, and they do have a chance to tie things up here. They trail 17-14. Taking their time with it. They're going to try to get to the goal. Kicks out for 3. Ended up staying with it, rather. Some tight defense from Caleb Alexander. Clock down to 2:14. And there is a three-point attempt from Longview. That one's up. No good off the back of the rim. They do get their own offensive rebound, though. Kick it out. They're going to set things up again. Crowd asking for a travel call, but they're not going to get that one. And now they set things up again. At this rate, each team might get the ball one more time. We will see. 1:50 left. And they are taking their time with it. To the goal and out again for another wide open three-point attempt. That one, again, does not even hit the rim. Parker Wisenhunt fighting for the defensive rebound, rather, not able to get it. Longview staying with this possession for about 2 minutes at this point. And they're just sticking with it. Clock down to 1:29. Going to try to take Justin Hare. Hare stays with him. He gets the layup off over Hare, and he gets it to go. It's going to make it 17-16. 1:19 left in this half. I was not expecting things to be this low scoring. Wildcats get it across half court. Lynn going to be the one to set things up. Again, swinging until they get the look that they're looking for. Deep 3 from Branson Lynn, and it's good! Deep 3 from Branson Lynn. Those are his first points of the night, and it gives the Wildcats a 20-16 lead. There's 50 seconds on the clock. If Longview plays this the way they've played the last couple possessions, they're not going to. They're going to go quickly, and that is a travel call. Went right into the lane, right at Cordrick Turner, and they end up traveling. So Wildcats get the ball back, 42.5 left in this half. They have a 20-16 lead. Lynn gets it inbounded to Alexander, who gives it right back to him. Now they get the ball across half court. They get it into Turner, who has it at the free throw line. Feeds down low to Hare. Hare throws down a huge two-hand slam. A huge dunk from Justin Hare. It's going to make it 22-16. There's 22 seconds left. It's a great feed from Turner down low to Hare. Hare's second dunk of the night. Clock down to 13 for Longview. I think they know exactly how much time they have. Clock down to 9. They start to drive. They go up against Hare and Turner. That's no good. Hare gets the rebound. 4 seconds on the clock. Gets the ball to Lynn. Lynn sees how much time he has. He pulls up from half court. Ooh! Branson Lynn almost drained that from half court. It went off the glass and then off the front of the rim. Looked like it wanted to go, but not quite. So that will do it for the first half. Sulphur Springs leads 22-16 in what was a very low-scoring first half of action. We will start to get through some of these stats and then some analysis of the first half, and then we will talk more about the remaining schedule for Sulphur Springs. They have just 2 games left after tonight's action. It looks like Justin Hare is the one leading the way. He's got 7 points. He's thrown down a pair of dunks here tonight. He also shot 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and then he scored 1 off of an offensive putback, I believe. Drove the baseline earlier. What was going to be one of the biggest dunks we've ever seen him throw down, he ended up getting fouled in the process. That's in which he made the 1 free throw. Just behind Justin Hare, we have Caleb Alexander. Caleb has 6 points tonight on a pair of threes. I believe he's either 2 for 3 or 2 for 4 here tonight. Either way, he is shooting efficiently. He just hasn't gotten a ton of shots. Nobody really has for this Wildcats offense. Y'all bear with me. We're trying to get things set up for what the halftime show is going to be. Again, for those of you tuning in and wondering what's different with the broadcast, it is, unfortunately, Grayson is not here with us tonight. Grayson usually, obviously, I say usually, Grayson's never not been here before. He'll be back with us for Friday night's game against Mount Pleasant. Getting through the rest of these stats, Cordrick Turner, he's got 4 points. All up so far, all 4 of his points have been in the paint. I believe 1 of them was off of an offensive rebound, but he also has a number of assists. I would say he has at least 2, maybe even 3 assists. He's been doing a great job of hitting the backdoor passes. So like we said, we've got 7 from Justin, 6 from Caleb, 4 from Cordrick. Branson Lynn, he's got 3. He had a deep 3 a second ago. I believe those were the final points of the first half. And then Kason Alexander, he's got 2. We're getting ready to start this halftime show here, ladies and gentlemen. Very quickly, we're going to talk about, I say very quickly. I don't know why I said very quickly. We have plenty of time to kill. We're not doing anything quickly over here, y'all. We're going to take our time with this. Looking at the remainder of the schedule, some games that we would like to keep an eye on here tonight. Like we said, Hallsville, Mount Pleasant, Sulphur Springs, they're all there at the top of the district with 2 losses. Obviously, Sulphur Springs leads here 22-16 at the half. Mount Pleasant is at Pine Tree tonight. The first time they played Pine Tree, they won 67-38. Hallsville has a bye tonight, and then they will get Longview, which they actually lost to Longview the first time they played them. Hallsville's loss, or their first loss this season, actually did come at the hands of Longview, who beat them 59-49, and that was in Longview rather. Friday night's game between Hallsville and Longview will be at Hallsville. If you're Sulphur Springs, obviously you're focused on yourself. You're focused on the things that you can control, but getting some help. If Longview were able to beat Hallsville again, I mean, that would help you out tremendously. We mentioned Friday night's matchup for Sulphur Springs. That'll be Sulphur Springs versus Mount Pleasant, and that'll be here in Sulphur Springs. The last time they played each other, Mount Pleasant got the win. It was 53-51, but it was a great game. Sulphur Springs went into the fourth quarter, I believe, with a 13-point lead. Unfortunately, they weren't able to hold on to that one. I believe they only scored 4 or 6 points in that fourth quarter. They just couldn't put a stop to the Mount Pleasant run. But it's one of those you have to think, if that would have been at home, if that would have been here with your crowd, you very well may have been able to prevent that. You know what I mean? And, of course, they will be here at home on Friday night. We've seen the crowd, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast. We do have a good crowd here tonight, as we always do. I mean, the crowds here in Sulphur Springs are always great, and they're even more active. We've seen them getting more involved here tonight. So I think that's something that we'll definitely see more of on Friday night. Finally, the way they're going to end the schedule here on Friday, or this season, Mount Pleasant and Hallsville, that's the big one. They end the season against each other. Very quickly, we're about to get an announcement in here. I don't want to be talking during their announcement, so y'all bear with me 1 second. I lied to y'all. I thought we were getting an announcement. It doesn't seem we are. So the Sulphur Springs players have already started to come out of the locker room. They haven't even put any time up on the clock yet, though. as we mentioned, there is a halftime show tonight. We've seen them show appreciation and celebrate junior basketball players at a game here recently. Tonight, they're doing that same thing, but with junior cheerleaders. And, of course, they're putting on a cheer. I'm a play-by-play announcer. I don't know what y'all want from me. I don't know how to describe that, but we have more of it. The players look like they're ready to come out of the locker room, but, of course, we'll get to the game when we get to the game, guys. This is not about y'all right now. Again, was not trying to talk over their announcement, but I have no idea how much time we have left in this halftime show. Be 1,000% honest with y'all. Usually that's something we would know. We have no idea tonight. Running back to the stats, though, Justin Hare, 7 points so far tonight. I would say he's been the most consistent player for this Wildcats offense. Unfortunately for this Wildcats offense, they haven't been able to find that consistency. Longview running a very tight zone defense against them. And as we've seen they like to do, which is find the high-low action, but once you aren't able to find it, that's when things get really tricky. The zone defense that Longview is running really crams things in the middle, so it's hard, especially when you are running that high-low action. Players can't really drive. We've seen a lot of swinging tonight. You hope you get it, to the look you're looking for, but when you can't, it's tough. You have to either start forcing shots, which I will say Sulphur Springs has been good about not doing. They haven't been forcing shots tonight, but that has been why there has been some lack of the offense. Now, I'm very curious to see what adjustments they make coming into the second half. I think Longview will continue to run that press defense against them, though. I mentioned earlier in the action that's something that Sulphur Springs struggled with on Saturday, and it is. They went into – sorry, I have my notes right here. Trying to get this so I don't lie to y'all. Want to get this exactly how it was. Sulphur Springs went in to the third quarter with a 10-point lead. They're able to get it as much as 12, but then a 9-0 run from Hallsville. Before you know it, things are tied 45-45. And during that run, it was a lot of unforced errors. It was some unforced turnovers. They were able to slow that down, though, and I think if Longview stays in this full-court press, they can do that and just take advantage of whatever mistakes Longview makes. They will be put in a good position. Now we got some time left. We finally, halftime show is over. There is down to 2 minutes, 50 seconds before we resume action. The Wildcats are back out here, and they're going through the layup line. They're going through everything as if they're about to start the game. We're seeing some shots up. Everybody looks fresh. Everybody looks ready to go. For those of you just tuning in, Wildcats lead 22-16. We get ready to start this second half. And now Longview will join us as well. Hey, we finally figured out how to do the chat. I don't know what happened, but we finally got y'all in the chat. What's going on, y'all? Thank y'all for rocking with me here tonight. Again, no Grayson. Grayson will be joining us on Friday. We get ready for the Mount Pleasant game. And then we are hoping that we'll be there for all the playoff games. So we're very excited for that. I think what I'm most looking forward to is having Grayson back because, I'm not going to lie, y'all, he makes this job a hell of a lot easier. Grayson, I don't know if you're watching, but for real, come back. But what I was going to say is the thing that I think I am the most excited for those of you that aren't aware, here on Chad's Media, we not only do the game broadcast, but we also do recap podcast. And going into Friday night's game, we'll know exactly where Sulphur Springs stands as they head into that final game. I was getting into it earlier in the halftime show. I don't remember what I have said and what I haven't said. But the final game of the season, Hallsville, Mount Pleasant, could end up deciding everything. I mean, if you can go ahead and win tonight and you also beat Mount Pleasant, if you get lucky and Mount Pleasant also beats Hallsville, at that point you would have sole possession of first place. And obviously something Grayson and I talk about a lot is how important the district seeding is, how big of a difference there is in being that 1 seed and being the 2 seed, being the 3 seed. It completely changes your entire path once the playoffs get started. and very much in a position to still pull that out. 47 seconds left before the second half gets started. And we got through the part I was the most worried about, y'all. I thought to myself, I can do the play-by-play, but halftime might be a nightmare. Not only was it a nightmare, it was twice as long as it usually is. So that didn't help me out a lot. But thank y'all so much for those of you that are watching, bearing with me. Oh, this feels like a good time to plug. In the meantime, in between time, I keep talking about Friday's matchup against Mount Pleasant. That's not the only content you're going to get from Chad's Media this week. Obviously, this is Tuesday night. So tomorrow, be ready for our highlight video of tonight's action. And then on Thursday, we have another episode of The Tyler Lennon Show. We have a few episodes coming up here that I think y'all are going to like. I believe our most recent episode was with Tyrick Rollison. We have had a bunch of views, a lot of feedback from that episode. Of course, everybody loves to hear from Ty. Who's not trying to hear what Ty has to say? So that was a great episode. But we've got more on Thursday night at 6 p.m. on Front Porch News, every 6 p.m. or every Thursday at 6 p.m. It's the Tyler Lennon Show. All right, and now we are ready to get the second half started. Obviously, they'll be flip-flopping here, so Wildcats will be moving to my right now. It's Parker Wisenhunt inbounds to Branson. Then we have the starting five back out there, so it's Lynn, Arrington, Wisenhunt, Hare, and Turner. Lynn with it at the top of the key. Arrington feeds down low to Hare, gives it to Turner. Right back out to Hare. Over to Lynn in the corner. Wisenhunt for three. And it's good. Parker Wisenhunt gets the corner three to go. Those are his first points of the night. Wildcats extend their lead to 25-16. As we mentioned, was ready to see what kind of second half adjustments would be made. Looks like Longview is going to stick with exactly what they've been doing tonight. Full court press defense and then a very, very, very tough zone defense in the half court. Offensively, they look to be doing the same thing, taking their time with it. They get a pick. Ooh, huge block from Justin Hare on a three-pointer. He gives it up to Wisenhunt. Wisenhunt goes up for a huge slam. Not able to get the dunk off in a lot of traffic, or a lot of contact, rather. He has to go up for a layup. The layup was no good. Longview gets the rebound. And again, the refs have consistently let a lot of contact happen tonight. Three-pointer for Longview, no good. Justin Hare is going to be the one to come up with the rebound. That man has been fighting for some boards tonight. Fights for boards, generally speaking. Generally speaking, I believe he averages just under 13 rebounds a game. Hare trying to drive the baseline. He gives it over to Wisenhunt in the corner. Out to Arrington for three. And it's good! Three-pointer from Kason Arrington is going to make it 28-16. Arrington's up to 5. And me and Grayson have talked a lot about that. Our biggest complaint with Kason's game is he doesn't shoot enough. When he has those open looks, we'd like to see him shoot them, and there's a great one for him as he gets that three to go. And it's going to be the first double-digit lead of the night for Sulphur Springs. So they're up 28-16 with 6:10. Ooh, left in the third quarter. Big three from Longview. It's going to cut it back to single digits at 28-19. Sticking in this full court press defense, I believe might just be a man at this point. They get it across. Lynn for three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Justin Hare going up for the offensive rebound. It gets deflected out of bounds from a Longview player, so it will be Sulphur Springs ball. Parker Wisenhunt going to be the one to inbound underneath the goal. Lynn in the corner for three, and it's good. Wildcats getting their shots to fall here in the second half. There's the second three-pointer of the night from Branson Lynn. He's got 6. Wildcats lead 31-19. Things are moving much more quickly here. There's another three from Longview, and it's good. Making it 31-22. Wildcats keep taking that double-digit lead, and it keeps getting cut back to single. Oh, Longview forces a turnover there. Still from Kason Arrington. They go for the layup, and it is good. 31-24. Everybody's moving quickly. Inbound all the way down to Turner, down low. Turner comes up with it, gets the layup to go. It's going to make it 33-24. Cordrick's got 6 points here tonight. Deep three from Longview, no good. Lynn with the rebound. He gives it up to Hare. Hare throws out a huge two-hand slam. Huge dunk from Justin Hare, his third dunk of the night. He's got 9 points. timeout. Longview Wildcats lead 35-24. There's 4 minutes, 41 seconds left in the third quarter. We are moving quickly. What? We don't know what we're missing here. Anyway, it looks like Caleb Alexander is going to check in for Parker Wisenhunt. It was an inadvertent blow of the whistle. That's what we missed there. So Alexander, like we said, in for Wisenhunt, so it's the starting 5 with Alexander in there. 35-24, the Wildcats lead. No good from Longview. It's going to be a rebound Turner. Turner gives Alexander up to Lynn. Lynn gets it across half court. He gives to Arrington. Arrington down low to Turner. Turner showing his patience. Ooh. It's going to be a foul on the floor. 4:17 left here in the third quarter. Thank you all so much for showing some love in the chat. It took me a while to find it, but we found it. This would have been really helpful to have during halftime. I'm not going to lie to you. Wildcats end up turning the ball over. It's going to be Longview's ball. 4:15 left in the third. Sulphur Springs leading 35-24. Longview getting it across. And it's going to be an offensive foul. They set a screen. It's going to be an illegal pick, it looks like. Wildcats trying to get it across half court. They get it. Arrington has it right here by the scorer's table. Now Alexander with it across court. He gives to Hare at the elbow. And it's good. Elbow jumper, Justin Hare. He's in double digits now with 11 points. It's going to make it 37-24. 3:40 left here in this first quarter. Or in this third quarter, rather. Wildcats have almost doubled their point total here in this quarter. By far the most offense we've seen from them so far. Longview still taking their time, which if you're them, you can afford to do so. You're a lot better off taking your time and getting the shot that you are looking for rather than forcing bad shots. Great drive and spin, no good though. They get their own offensive rebound and they get it to go. It's gonna make it 37-26. And they are sticking with this press. Which in all fairness, they have forced some turnovers from it. Oh, and they almost forced another one there. Gets deflected into the backcourt. Justin Hare moving quickly straight to the goal. There's a foul. I can't tell if it's on the floor or if it was shooting. I believe it's going to be shooting. Looks like it is. So Justin Hare get the chance to shoot another pair of free throws here. I believe he went 1 for 2 on the free throws earlier. .251 left here in the third quarter. First free throw's up and good. That gives him 12 points already. And it looks like Jackson Darrow checking in for Case and Arrington. So both Arrington and Wisenhunt on the bench right now. Second free throw's up. And good. So he gets both to go. It's going to make it 39-26 as he has 13 points. I feel like we've seen him do a lot of scoring here at home this year. Longview, again, taking their time. They trail 13. A little over 10 minutes of action left in this game. Driving baseline. Over into the corner for 3. No good. Justin Hare with yet another rebound. You see, this is why we're missing Grayson's great stat work. He very well might be at the double-double mark already. Longview able to force a turnover. They go up. Left-hand layup. No good. Wide open layup, no good. So, maybe no harm, no foul off of the turnover. And they force another one. They steal it right from Caleb Alexander this time. Go up for another left-handed layup. This one is good. It's going to make it 39-28. Wildcats just moving a little bit too quickly right now. They get it inbounded into Jackson Darrow, who gives right back to Alexander. Hare with it. And now they're going to slow things down. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Wildcats lead by 11. Longview staying in this tight zone defense. Hare gives to Lynn. Lynn was looking for a three, but keeps it instead. He gives to Alexander. He is going to shoot. No good, but Cordrick Turner with the offensive rebound. He gets it to go. Cordrick now up to 8 points. Makes it 41-28. And Malachi Miles walking over to the scorer's table. Longview still taking their time offensively. We have 1 minute left here in the third quarter. Wildcats lead 41-28. Great pass. Great backdoor pass, and they get it to go. It's going to make it 41-30. And I'm not going to lie, they're playing a very, very, very tight full court D. Sulphur Springs staying patient with it. They do get it across half court. And Coach Shaver going to use a timeout, I believe, his first of the night. So 37.7 left in the third. Wildcats lead 41-30. Just a 30-second timeout. Like we said, this has been by far the best quarter they've had offensively tonight. Wildcats all the way up to 41. I believe at the half they only had 22, 24. So they've almost doubled their point total here. Justin Hare up to 13 points on the night. Cordrick not far behind him with 8. Caleb and Branson each have 6. Case and Arrington with 5. Parker Wisenhunt with 3. So the 5 out there now for the Wildcats will be Lynn, Alexander, Miles, and then both of the bigs still out there. Neither Hare nor Turner have gotten the chance to sit tonight. But if you're able to continue and add to this lead going into the fourth quarter, maybe you just get your rest at the end and you're not too worried about it. Wildcats get it inbounded. They'll have 35 seconds to work with. Miles gives to Hare. Hare out to Lynn for 3. It's good. Yet another 3 from Branson Lynn here tonight. He's got 9. It's going to make it 44-30. He and Caleb have 9 points and 6 points respectively. All have come from 3. And Longview trying to match with a 3 of their own. Ooh, a very deep 3. They get that one to go. 44-33. Clock's running out here in the third quarter. Wildcats get it inbounded, but they might not get it across half court. 2 seconds. 1 second. Miles catches. He shoots. No good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Wildcats taking a 44-33 lead into this fourth quarter. Now, real quickly, y'all bear with me. I want to find my notes. Let's see if I can find it in here because I have the play-by-play when Sulphur Springs went to Longview, and it was a much closer game than it currently is. Sulphur Springs actually went into the fourth quarter trailing 46-44. It was a very tight fourth quarter. They found themselves down 54-51 with 2:31 left. From that point, they take their first lead at 56-54. It was when Justin grabbed. Oh, okay. So Wildcats were tied 54-54. I believe it was Cordrick shooting a free throw. They missed. Justin gets the offensive rebound, puts it back. They gave them a 2-point lead. They end up winning the game 62-57. But like we said, seeing a very different outcome than we saw the first time these two teams played as the Wildcats take a 44-33 lead into this fourth quarter. We've mentioned it a ton of times here tonight, but a win would be huge. A win would be huge for the Wildcats here tonight. It'll be Longview's ball to start the fourth. We have 8 minutes of action left. Wildcats lead 44-33. And I think now we'll see Longview's probably going to have to go a bit quicker offensively than they have so far. And that's exactly what they're doing. Straight to the goal. They get the shot off, no good, but there is a foul on Justin Hare, and that's just the first team foul of the entire second half for the Wildcats. I've mentioned it a handful of times here tonight so far, but the teams have been allowed to play with contact, and that's been very consistent. Like we said, a total of 4 fouls so far here in the second half, only one of them on Sulphur Springs. First free throw's up, and it is good. Gonna make it 44-34. Chance to cut it back down to single digits with the second free throw, and they do. It's gonna make it 44-35. 7:49 left. They are sticking in this full court press, which I think we expected. They're moving quickly. Wildcats doing their best to get it across half court. And there's a steal on the pass. Going up for the layup. Great move. That's going to make it a 7-point game, 44-37. Sulphur Springs seems to be going a bit too fast. You're not the one that has to hurry. They are. Make them hurry. You don't have to move quickly. And there's another turnover trying to break this press. Longview for three. No good, but they score on the offensive rebound. That's going to make it a 5-point game, 44-39. Coach Shaver uses his second timeout here. And just like that, the Lobos cut it to a 5-point game. They were down 11, and in 50 seconds, they scored 6 points. All off of turnovers, I believe. All off of turnovers. Like I said, we expected, I think, Longview to come back in this press. But what's happening is Sulphur Springs makes the first turnover. Longview scores. You get the ball, you want to go quickly. You want to go quickly, but you are not the one that has to hurry. You're the one with a double-digit lead with the clock on your side. Go slow, be patient, break the press. Unfortunately, seeing some uncharacteristically turnovers? I don't know. I'm not great with grammar. I'm a writer. I should probably be better with grammar, but just like that, in less than 1 minute, they cut what was an 11-point lead to a 6-point lead. Wildcats sticking with the same five. It's going to be Lynn, Alexander, Miles, and then the two big men, Turner and Hare. Lynn's going to be the one to inbound. 7:10 left to go. And Longview is pressing even further up than they were earlier. Still a 2-2-1. And another turnover from the Wildcats. They throw that one out of bounds. So it'll be Longview ball on the opposite sideline. 7:04 left in what is now a two-possession game. Taking their time offensively. Now getting to the goal against Hare, and they're going to call a foul on Hare. Hare shook his head yes. He acknowledged that probably was. .6:53 left. First free throw is up and no good. .44-40. Wait. Yeah. Sorry, I had an issue with the scoreboard. The second free throw was good. That's going to make it 44-39, I believe. Having some scoreboard issues here. Wildcats do get it across half court. Some tight defense from Longview there, and it is yet another turnover from the Wildcats. Wisenhunt, he's coming up to the scorer's table. He'll try to slow this thing down. Longview attacking at Hare again. He goes straight up this time, but they get the layup to go. It's going to make it 44 to scoreboard showing 42, but I believe it's 41. 6 minutes of action left. Now, Alexander has it right here by the scorer's table. Longview knocked it out of bounds, but it was out of bounds off of them. 6:04 left on the clock. Caleb inbounding on this sideline in the backcourt. He gets it into Wisenhunt. Longview staying in this full court press. It's a 2-2-1. Alexander takes his man and draws a foul on the floor. It'll be the fourth team foul on Longview for this second half. Alexander gets it into Hare. Into the corner. Wisenhunt tries to feed Turner down low. Not able to do so. It gets picked off. And they'll have a chance to tie or take the lead here. Pull up from three. No good. Turner fights his man off, and he does get the rebound. Sulphur Springs struggling very heavily against this press right now. They get it across. They get it over to Lynn. Lynn gives it to Hare, who's at the three-point line. Parker Wisenhunt cuts back door. Hare finds him, and he gets the layup to go. Great cut, great pass. It's going to make it to 42. That's the 5th points of the night for Parker. 46-42. 5:10 left. Longview taking their time now, trying to figure out what they want to do. Go to the goal, but they pick it up, setting things back up. And they've been attacking the bigs very heavily tonight, although both Turner and Hare have been playing good defense. Called a foul in the last couple of possessions, but trying to drive again, and it's going to be a travel violation. So it's going to be the Wildcats' ball with a 4-point lead, just 4 minutes, 46 seconds left in this game. Wisenhunt gets it into Lynn. Ooh, Hare looking for a foul there, but not going to get it. They do get it across half court. And there's another turnover, another steal for Longview. Longview goes up for the layup. They get it. I couldn't tell if that went or not. They do get a foul, though. They do get the basket to go and the foul. Wow. 46-44, a chance to make it a 1-point game here. There are 4 minutes and 32 seconds left. Looks like we've got a lot of talking going on out there. The free throw is up, and it is good. This is going to make it a 1-point game. 46-45. Wildcats went into this fourth quarter leading by 11. They're now up by 1. 4:28 left. Alexander trying to get it across, and some tight defense from Longview. They force a steal to the goal. Huge block from Hare, but they get their own offensive rebound. They kick it out, driving to the goal once again. Now they're going to pull up from 3. No good. Justin Hare comes up with the rebound. Fighting through a lot of contact, and he finally gets a foul call. 5th team foul on Longview. And with some of the rest we've had this year, they'd be up to like 13 fouls already. Coach Shaver going to use another timeout here with 4:06 left. So he's going to try to draw something up. Wildcats have just over 4 minutes and a 1-point lead. It is 46-45. Could be just a 30-second timeout. Again, Wildcats had a huge third quarter in which they were able to build that double-digit lead. They were really leading by double digits the entire third quarter. They go into the fourth up by 11. And now with about 4 minutes of action left, you are up by 1, 46-45. Now we have seen Sulphur Springs pull out a lot of close wins this year. The last time they beat Longview, I believe, was a 5-point win. Saturday's win against Hallsville was very similar fashion. Ended up winning by that one by 3. Final score of 52-49. Wisenhunt going to inbound on the opposite sideline. 4:06 left. He gets it into Lynn. Lynn over to Alexander. Longview staying in this tight defense. Wildcats do get it across. Hare gets it. And Hare turns it over. But as Longview was stealing the ball, they were also stepping out of bounds. So Wisenhunt will get to inbound underneath the goal. There's 3:55 left. Wisenhunt having a hard time. He gets it into Alexander out here by the scorer's table. Alexander, bit of an ISO here, but again, now they fall back into this 2-2-1. Wisenhunt driving the baseline, and Longview picks it off. They're running the other way. Chance to take the lead. No good, but they get their own offensive rebound, and they do take the lead. Longview leading for the first time in a long time. They are up 47-46. 3:30 left. Wildcats still trying to break this press. Wisenhunt has it close to the sideline. Now Hare has it at the free throw line. He goes up with his right hand. No good, but Turner came up with the offensive rebound. They call a foul, and there's a lot going on down here. It's going to be the Wildcats' ball underneath their goal. That's going to be the 6th, I believe, team foul for Longview. Longview not happy with that call, and maybe rightfully so. Yes, that is 16 fouls for Longview. Wisenhunt inbounding underneath the goal. There's 3:16 left, and they trail by 1 point. Went into this quarter with an 11-point lead. Turner has it on the baseline. He gives out to Lynn. Lynn for an open 3, and it's good! Branson Lynn, his 4th three-pointer of the night. He's got 12, and the Wildcats now have a 2-point lead, 49-47. There's 3 minutes left. All 12 of his points so far have come via the three ball. Oh, and there's an unforced turnover by Longview. They accidentally throw the ball out of bounds. It's going to be Sulphur Springs' ball. 2:53 to go. And they're going to hope to break this press. Longview again bringing it up even closer. They don't have a man in the backcourt. Caleb trying to inbound over by the Longview bench. The ref telling the player how close he can be. Caleb inbounding on the other side of the Longview bench down there by the baseline. He gets it into Wisenhunt. Wisenhunt right back over to Alexander. He's taking his time. He gives to Wisenhunt. Now over to Lynn. Now they do get it across half court. Lynn back over here to Alexander. Back to Lynn at the top of the key. He gives to Hare, who has it at the free throw line. Dumps it down low to Turner. Turner goes up strong, and he gets the finish. 51-47. That gives him double digits tonight. He's got 10. And the Wildcats have a 4-point lead, 2.5 minutes left. There's a three. No good off the front of the rim, but they get their own offensive rebound. They go up strong, and Cordrick Turner, no. Cordrick Turner with a huge block, but they call a foul. Can't saying he pushed. So Longview will go to the line for two. 2:19 left. Chance to make this a one-possession game. First free throw is up. No good, off the back of the rim. So even if they make the second one, you would still have a 3-point lead. A little over 2 minutes left in this game. The second free throw is good, and Longview is going to use the timeout. So that's going to make it 51-48. Wildcats up by just 3 points. 2 minutes, 19 seconds left in this game. That's going to be a 30-second timeout. Timeout situation. Both teams are in decent position. They've each got 2 left. But what Sulphur Springs very well could end up benefiting from here. Longview has 6 team fouls, so the next one will put them in the bonus. Wildcats only with 4 fouls, so they do have some fouls to give. Coming out of the timeout, again, Wildcats ball. They are up 51-48. 2 minutes, 19 seconds left in regulation. I know Shaver and his team would love to avoid overtime again here. Wisenhunt will inbound. He gets it into Lynn down there in the corner by the sideline and the baseline. Back over to Wisenhunt, who gives back to Lynn. They're trying to break this press again. It's a 2-2-1. And he's struggling. He gets it over here to Alexander on the sideline. Alexander gets it across. Nice spin move. He gives over to Lynn. They're going to slow things down. There's 2 minutes left in this game. Wildcats lead 51-48. Lynn gets it over to Hare. Hare at the top of the key. And they're sticking what's going to be like a 2-3 zone now, I believe, in the half court. Clock down to 1:45. And that's going to be a reach-in foul on Longview, the 7th of the half. Lynn will get a chance to shoot free throws. He'll be in the 1-and-1. Lynn has 12 points here tonight. All of them have come via the three-pointer. I don't believe he's attempted any free throws here, though. $1:45 left. First free throw is up and good. Gonna make it 52-48. He's got 13. He and Justin Hare each have 13. They're the team leaders. Right behind them, Cordrick with 10. Like we mentioned, they had 6 fouls, said that was something they might could benefit from, and we see it there. Second free throw's up, and it's good as well. He's got 14. That's going to be a team lead, and now the Wildcats are up 53-48. 5-point lead with 1:40 left. Longview. Thought they were going to look for something quickly, but they're slowing it down. 1.5 minutes left on the clock. Now they get an open look. It's for three, and it's good. It's going to make it 53-51. There's 1:25 left. Wildcats get it inbounded quickly, and they get it across half court quickly. Caleb Alexander, a couple times he maybe drew a foul, but no call. Now he's driving sideline, and they are going to call it. It'll be the 8th team foul, and again, they'll be in the 1-and-1. 1:10 left on the clock. These free throws would be huge. Up 53-51. If you could get both of them to go, it would be a 2-possession game. First one's up and good. Caleb's got 7 here tonight. He had 6, each on 3-pointers. Now he's got 7. Chance to make it 8. It's up. No good off the front of the rim. So it is at least a 3-point game now, 54-51. There's 1:05 on the clock. Longview moving pretty quickly. Driving to the goal. Out into the corner for 3. No good. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be... Oh, they call a foul on the floor. My apologies. So it's going to be the Wildcats' ball. We will see who gets to shoot the 1-on-1 free throw. It's the 9th team foul. Caleb Alexander will be the one shooting free throw. So Wildcats up 54-51. There's 56.4 left. Caleb's got 7 here tonight. Chance to make it maybe 8 and 9. First free throw's up. And it's good. He's got 8. Wildcats lead 55-51. 56 seconds left on the clock. It is now a 2-possession game. Second free throw's up. No good off the back of the rim. Longview down 4. 53 seconds left. They're moving fairly quickly. Now they're setting things up. Little screen action. Justin Harris switches onto the man. He jumps over into the corner. They're taking their time. Clock down to 38 seconds now. They're setting things back up from the top. Now they're driving to the goal. And it's going to be a travel call. The Longview not liking that. Is that not a tech? And that is a tech. The Longview player who was called travel threw the ball up into the air. Didn't like the call, and that's going to be a tech. So this is a chance for Sulphur Springs to really put themselves in a nice position with just 33.8 left after that tech call. Branson Lynn will be the one to shoot the free throws. As the crowd chants, you can't do that. Branson has a team-leading 14 points tonight. His first free throw is up. And good. Now he's got 15. Wildcats lead 56-51. 33.8 seconds left. So we see yet another close game here in Sulphur Springs. Second free throw is good as well. It's going to make it 57-51. Branson's got 16. And it'll still be the Wildcats' ball. 33-8 left on the clock. Wisenhunt the one to inbound on the opposite sideline from us. Wisenhunt gets it into the backcourt to Lynn. Lynn gets it across the half court. Feeds down low to Turner. Turner trying to come up with it, struggling a little bit. Now he's going up, and it's good. 59-51. Turner's got 12. And there's just 18 seconds left on the clock. Longview gets off a 3. No good off the front of the rim. They do get their own offensive rebound. They get another 3 to go. That one's no good. Hare comes up with the rebound. He throws across to Lynn. And Lynn's just going to hold it. That's going to do it. Wildcats win 59-51. And they stay at the top of the district. Ladies and gentlemen, that one a lot closer than they would have liked for it to be. You went into the fourth quarter with an 11-point lead, but you come out on the other side, you still pull it out, an 8-point win. Wildcats win 59-51. Going to make them 8-2 in district play. Like we said, Hallsville was off tonight, so now Sulphur Springs is tied with Hallsville. They have split with each other. They're both 8-2. We obviously don't know what Mount Pleasant has done, but they were at Pine Tree tonight. The last time they played Pine Tree, they won by 30. So we'll see how that one goes Friday night's game here in Sulphur Springs against Mount Pleasant is going to be huge. I'll have my partner Grayson McClure back with me. We are very excited. Hopefully y'all join us here on Chad's Media. For those of you that hung out with me tonight, thank y'all so much. I hope it wasn't too bad having to go solo for the first time. We will be back with Grayson on Friday night. Until then, like I said, we got plenty of content to check out on Chad's Media. What am I missing? I think that's it. Are we good? All right. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us here tonight. We will hopefully see y'all then.